Welcome back to Math First Graders. Today's lesson is going to be a nice quick one for you. I have just a quick reminder of our cubes lesson that we learned about the other day, and then I'm going to have plenty of time for you to get started and work on your activities today. There are 6 story problems that I want you to work on, so I want to make sure I give you plenty of time to get those finished. But before I do that, let's go back and let's just refresh ourselves and remind ourselves what cubes is and how we use it. So I'm going to jump here onto this page, and we're going to talk about cubes. Remember that cubes is C-U-B-E-S, and it stands for C. Circle the numbers. Remember that we're always going to look for all the numbers that we see in our story, and we're going to put a circle around them. And we're always paying attention for our big number, because that big number is really important. U, underline the question. Start with a capital letter and end with that question mark. Or, if you like some first graders, you can always go backwards and go from the question mark to the capital letter. Whatever works best for you. B, box the math action words. Remember, I'm going to show us what those math action words are that we're going to be working with our missing addends. We've been doing it for a while, just to remind us again. But you're going to do those math action words. You're going to put a little box around them. E, equation. We're going to write our equation. Remember that it's important to always look at your numbers and those math action words to decide what kind of equation you're going to write, where those numbers are going to go, especially after we've circled them. We look for that bigger number, where does it go, and everything from there. And then last but not least, solve. We're always going to draw that picture or do some kind of tool to help us figure out the equation, the answer to the equation. We're going to solve it, and we're going to write it. And remember, never forget your label. All right, let's go ahead and try it one time on a problem I made up, and then we will look at your assignment today, and you can dive right on into your work. So let's come on over here to this activity that I have created for us. I will read the question to you, and then let's go through the steps of cubes. There are 7 bunnies. 4 bunnies are outside the hole, and the others are inside. How many bunnies are inside the hole? All right, so it wants us to know how many bunnies are hiding right now inside the bunny hole. So we're going to figure that out. Let's think about our cubes, though, first. Thinking back here, C, circle the number. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead, switch to my red, and I'm going to circle the numbers that I see. I see the number 7, and I see the number 4, both very important. 7, though, is my bigger number, so I'm going to keep an eye on that and remember that one there. All right, I'm going to fix those because those are hard to see my number there. Not much better, but it works. All right. Now let's look at our next one. We need to underline the question. Now I'm going to switch to green. And I'm going to underline my question. I like to go backwards starting at the question mark. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go back till I see my capital letter. Boo, there it is. Awesome. How many bunnies are inside the hole? So what I'm trying to do is I need to figure out how many bunnies are hiding inside this bunny hole. It told me how many there are altogether, but I need to know how many are hiding. So that's what we're doing. That's what that question's asking me. B, box the math action words. Let's go ahead and switch to my blue pen here. And I have put over here in this lovely corner right here my math action words in blue. Remember, for a missing addend, I'm looking for the rest, the others, or more. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look. There are 7 bunnies. 4 bunnies are outside the hole. And, oh, there it is. The others. There they are. All right. So now I have this one right here. The others. The others are inside. How many bunnies are inside the hole? Now let's come back here and look. Time for our equation. So I'm going to switch to my orange pen, and I'm going to write so that we can write my equation. And now thinking about it, looking at my big number, 7 was the biggest number, and I know that it's a missing addend, and so I'm adding. So I know that 7 is going to be my big number here. So everything needs to equal 7. Now they told me that I've got 4 bunnies, so I'm going to write that here at the beginning, plus something else. It's a missing addend. So I know that it's addition. I know that I'm missing a number, so it's 4 plus blank equals 7. So come here, and let's switch to my pink pen. And let's solve. So I'm going to solve by doing this. I'm going to draw 4 bunnies over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to draw on until I get to 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. That gave me 3. So 4 plus 3 equals 7. So I'm going to write my 3 right here. But what am I talking about? I can't forget my label. Remember, it's important that I always tell my reader or my teacher what I'm working with. In this case, I'm working with bunnies. All right, I'm using my touchscreen there so that it's nice and easy for me to write on. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our questions for today. So we've got 3 on this page here on page 75, and we've got 3 on page 76. So looking at 75, let's do this first one together. Sam has 4 balloons. Then he gets some more. Oh, there we go. Now he has 9. How many balloons does he get? All right, well, let's go to our C. We're going to circle our numbers first. I see a 4, and I see a 9. You underline the question. How many balloons does he get? B, we're going to box our math action words. And I saw it here. More is our math action word. Remember that comes back to here where we talk about the rest, the others, more, and more is the one we're working with now. And let's go ahead and write an equation. I know that we have, now he has 9. 9's my big number. We know we're doing missing addend, so it's something's got to equal 9. Started with 4 plus blank equals 9. Let's go ahead and try and solve it. Well, I've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 balloons. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 plus 5. So 4, put 4 in my head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 balloons. That works perfect. So 5 is how many it took me to get to 9 balloons. Remember, we're talking about balloons, so I'm always going to write my label, balloons. Excellent. All right, first graders. Well, thank you very much for paying attention. I'm going to let you go today and get started on the rest of these pages, pages 75 and 76 in your workbook. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. So great having you. Have a good one.